Hey guys, it's Tony here with episode 213 of On the Hunt. This week's Antique Mall $50 Comic Haul. Nikki's in the house. How are you doing? Find out all the cool things we got after the intro. I don't know where the intro is, Nikki. Hit the button. Hey, that was weird. Nikki, I miss you. All right, so how are you guys doing? Look at that. We've been so busy. I apologize. We went to DC one week, up on a Monday, come back. And then next week comes by, we go back up to DC, and then we come back in the middle of a snowstorm. And then the following week, we go down to Atlanta. So we were down in Atlanta, and I didn't have any time to go shopping for comic books. It was cold. It was like 16 degrees with cold. The Arctic cold went way down south. Wind chills were in single digits. It was just murder. And then turned right around, and then Max and I had to go back to Atlanta. So I have been on the road. My work truck has been in the shop. Catalytic converter took a crapper on me. So I have been busy. How are you guys doing? You are only here for my benefit of my sanity. That's it. That's the only thing no, that's not why you're here. So we've got 3 antique malls that we visit. One we have a booth in. That's at Stokesdale Antique Mall. That's in Stokesdale, North Carolina. He had to over under 3.5 minutes and only 1 point. Only 1 point because a lot of people expect me to talk. And I tally up the points at the end of the week. We'll see who wins. But anyways, I've been looking at other antique malls. I've been trying to find some cool stuff. Now, I'll share with you. Not all of them are bangers. Some of them are a couple duds, and some of them I've lost money on because you got to make sure what you're buying is not water damaged, doesn't have mold. You know what I mean? Torn, missing. You just it's cheap. It's a big book, and you throw it away. And Nikki said we got to just share with you our successes along with our failures. So this was a $50 comic haul, and we visited a local comic local antique mall here. Oh my goodness, it's on Burnt Popular. It's called Antiques and Things. Yeah, we went in. It was a big store. Couple comic book dealers in there. You got to go check them out. It's over before you get to 68 on 40, going that way. Anyways, I don't have the address in front of me. Nikki has no clue what I'm talking about, but it doesn't matter. Here we go. We're going to get right into it. So when we were first looking for stuff, right, you're like, oh, Frank Miller's running. If you did not know, Frank Miller was the bomb back in the day in the 80s, 90s. He's the guy that did the art for 300. Well, this was a before 300. DC, I think it was a 6-part miniseries. Gorgeous art, love it. I thought this had value. Michael, when I told him what I bought, he goes, it's better than a reader copy. It's maybe a good copy or fine copy, but he's like, look at that. It's worth $4. Thanks a lot, Michael. Ding-a-ling. And then, sorry, Nick. And then Michael said, oh, look at that. Fantastic Four, $20.99. That's a chromium cover. And I'm like, oh, it's the first Fantastic issue. That is the actual Fantastic Four in the year 2099. And then Michael proceeded to tell me that it's got a ding here. In chromium, you can't press that out. Good. So it's basically a reader copy. So we got 2 books. Oh, here's another one. Basically a reader copy. That's got Jack Kirby layouts, and then Sam Bluth or something like that did the art in here. But I thought that had some value at it. But then Nikki told me that this is the reprints of those 2 guys. And Strange Tales? Strange Adventures or something like that. Nick's not really helping me. They're really just busting my balls. So I know what that is. That's Malice. It's the evil incarnate version. That's Sue Storm from Fantastic Four. She is a badass. And I was so excited I got a cover. So I had the one that had Hate on it, which was her first appearance. And then this issue is her first cover appearance. It's a $9-10 book in this condition, except it's got water damage here and in the back. Everything looked good, but when I opened it up, it had water damage. So this is a reader copy. I paid $10 for that. So that's why I say if they don't tell you what's wrong with it, then you're just going to have to buy at your own peril. You're in peril. Did you know what that was? I've never heard of this before. Comic news. Basically, it showed you the previews of the upcoming comic books for DC, Marvel, independent covers. And they had an article in here. 1983 was this. Has an article from Frank Miller, Ronin. I thought it was cool. I saw the comic book. I saw this. I'm going to get some goodness. And then Nikki proceeded to tell me that inside here is a first cover appearance of Lobo, Omega Men issue number 3. So a lot of times people will go get the previews, like a in-store flyer, and they'll have art cover appearance, and it comes out before the comic book does. So this is one of those instances. I listened to Nikki. And we've been getting this Man Wolf series, part 3 of 6. I don't think I have a complete set, but Wolverine, Captain America, it's a pretty clean. $7 on that one. And then we're picking up Lobo's comics. This one's real clean. $8 for that Lobo. And I misunderstood what this was. So I got all excited. I thought this was the first appearance of the Illuminati, which was like $100 book for a while, and now it's like a $30, $40 book. But that's New Avengers. That's not what this is. There's no word new on here. This is a sketch cover. Basically, you go give it your artist, your favorite artist, and say, "Give me an Avenger guy," and then they, you pay him for it. But this one does have value. Sketch covers go between $10 and $12, depending on what title it is. But that's volume 4 from 2010. I think that's got the Red Hulk in it, not Illuminati. And then look at this. We're on a huge Star Trek. Now this is good. This is good stuff. This is super minty clean. This is a direct edition, and direct editions at this time frame are harder to get than newsstand. So even though the pricing doesn't reflect it, I know that newsstands versus direct, earlier direct is better, and then later newsstands is better. So there you go. But look at that. Issue number 1 and number 2. Really clean, super minty. $10, $15. And then this bad boy right here, look at that. That is Marvel Premiere, first appearance of Liberty Legion. That is in really clean shape with Bucky Barnes. You couldn't pass that up. But did you see this one? Did you see the preview? I know a lot of people are checking out my previews, and I get some follow through on my full videos. I'm an acquired taste. I understand. You call us in here on the hotlines at 1-800 Mix-a-Lot. This is Incredible Hulk issue number 441. This is a parody of, do you recognize that? Pulp Fiction. Gorgeous. $20 in this condition. Could be $30 and super minty, but this one's very fine. Not bad. So, yeah, this is kind of like a top 10, but we did 13. This is 213. We had 13 issues from our local malls, but these are going to go back to our booth this weekend. We're going to have a huge stack. These will be out at our booth. It wasn't an official top 10, Nicholas, but Nicky wanted to try this. He said, we do it with the new books. Why not do it with some back issues? But these are some pretty nice books. Never knew what that was. And I was disappointed that had water damage. And it just looks like a really cool cover. It looks, it makes you want to go back and get your Hulk books out. And disappointed on that one. Missed it. And I thought that had more value than it did. Well, that's it. Oh, dear Lord. Anyways, thank you, Nikki. He's come out. We're getting so close to Christmas. And we've still got a couple of days. I think we've got 3 or 4 days. I don't know when this is going to air. But we're back in the studio. We did get, I got to tell you, that's all right. You guys already left. See you later. Bye. You know what these are, right? These are plastic holders for wax packs or foil packs. We got some really cool Topps Pokemon. You got to go check that out. That our last video. I didn't do a video, Nick. I'll have to feature it in the future. But these were awesome. These had an unexpected value of $100 a pack. I think we priced them at $75. And they're down at our booth. So we've got some vintage 1995, 96 Pokemon down in our booth. You got to check out our weekly recap. That'll show you here shortly. But we got invested in that. And then, look at this. Oh, here it goes. You got to go to Target. You got to go to Target. Do you see what that is? This is huge. It's like $45, I think, with plus tax, $47, $48. But it's like a $65, $70. There's 8 packs in here. And I only got one. I think I'll sell it for a pack. But I'm going to open this one up and get some packs out of here. Our packs are drying up at our booth. Our Pokemon is selling like hotcakes. We have new lowered prices. I got yelled at for being a scalper. I'm not a scalper. I had to buy the Pokemon. The Pokemon has a value. If you don't want to pay the value that I offer it to you, don't buy it. But you don't have to call me names and hurt my feelings. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Prismatic. 3 packs. It's kind of weird only having 3 packs. But that thing sells for $29.99. This does. Sells for $29.99. It's about $10 a pack. So, sorry. Go find the packs somewhere. We got a box coming. Should be here in about a week and a half. The price point, $169 for a 36 count pack to get Pokemon. So it's going to put a price point between $8, $9, somewhere in there. What are you going to do? Anyways, that's not why you called me. Stop calling me. Shut up, Nikki. Hey, guys, we'll see you on the next episode of On the Hunt. Take care. See you later.